While we are highly trained professionals dealing in complex mathematical procedure, we do encourage you to try this at home as it will hopefully enhance your mathematical understanding. So welcome back to 1 Less Than 3 Math. The learning objective for this video is to be able to use Venn diagrams to display data. We have an exam style question here. Phil Dakettel asked his friends if they liked tea or coffee. 11 friends liked coffee, 7 friends liked tea, 6 friends liked neither. Now Phil has only 20 friends, so how on earth does this make sense? Complete the Venn diagram to display the data. So we have the Venn diagram pictured there where we have the 2 circles for tea and coffee, and you need to fill this in correctly based on the data above, and remember that some of the friends who liked tea may also like coffee. Have a go at the question now before I proceed with the solutions. You can pause the video. So, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to identify the 6 people who like neither, and I'm going to put them on the Venn diagram now outside of the 2 circles because they don't like tea or coffee. Now, what we then need to do is we need to figure out how many people in total liked tea or coffee or both. So that's going to be 20 take away 6, and that gives us 14 people. So there's 14 of Phil Dakettel's friends who liked tea or coffee or both. Now, if we add together the friends who like tea and the friends who like coffee, we've got 7 friends who like tea, 11 friends who like coffee, so 11 add 7 is 18. Now that's obviously more than the 20 people represented in the union of tea and coffee. The union of tea and coffee is the whole of those 2 circles and the middle bit together. So that means there must be some of them who like both. And we're going to put the ones who like both in the intersection. That's the middle bit, the crossover part of the 2 circles. So to find out how many people like both, we're going to do the total number of tea likers and coffee likers minus the total number of friends that the union should represent. So that's going to be 18, take away 14. So that means there's going to be 4 friends who like both. And that's going to allow us to accurately place the data into this Venn diagram. So we've got 4 friends who like both. And that explains why we've got 11 friends who like coffee, 7 friends who like tea. It's more than the number that should be represented by the union, the 14. Okay, so if 4 of them like both, that enables us to find out how many friends like tea. 7 friends like tea in total, so the ones who like only tea and not coffee, it's going to be 7 take away 4, which equals 3. Now you can see in the tea circle now that we still have 7 friends who like tea. It just so happens that 4 of them also like coffee. We'll do the same thing for coffee. So there's 11 friends who liked coffee. Now, we've already identified that 4 of them also like tea. So to fill in the circle for coffee, the friends who only like coffee, it's going to be 11 take away 4, and that equals 7. And obviously, 7 add 4 equals 11. So we've got the diagram correct. So that 11 friends like coffee, 7 friends like tea, and 6 friends like neither. So, I hope that's been helpful in answering that question. Just a bit of vocabulary to finish off with that I've used. The union is the whole of the 2 circles. So, for example, in this question, there would be 14 people, the 3, the 4, and the 7, represented in the union of tea and coffee. We would write that like this, with a kind of a U between the T and the C. So that's the symbol for the union. Now the intersection, which I also mentioned, is the part where the circles cross. In this case, it's the 4 people who like both tea and coffee. So that's the 4 people in the intersection, and that is represented with a symbol like that. So that's the intersection of T and C, the intersection of tea and coffee, the people who like both tea and coffee. So, I hope that's been helpful. There'll be more videos on probability, Venn diagrams, handling data coming later on. But for now, hasta la pizza, arrivederci, so long, goodbye, ciao for now, au revoir, see you next time.